Hodl, save, build it, sound money. Okay, it's ugly old goat here. Coming back, guys, back in the groove a little bit, and just want to get on for a few minutes here. I got, since I made my reappearance, I got, how many views you said? 500 or 600 views on the first?
700 on Twitter.
On Twitter, and that was the first time that we've done anything in a long time, months, maybe almost a year. But I wanted to kind of celebrate because it didn't take long. I got my first hater, and if you recall the last little video I did, I said, hey, I prefaced everything. This is not a prediction, but I said I made a case for Bitcoin to go under 40,000, and I think a good case can be made, and that's why I do it, because as a trader, you always want to be measuring your risk, and so first time I made this analysis was actually on Tone Vay's. He had his little halving show, and they asked what I thought. I said, well, you can make a good case for it going under 40,000. I got all kinds of boos from that. But guys, that's just realistic. And we're sitting here now. If you're looking at this MRR indicator, which Tone Vay's you can get through him, it is on a monthly 9, and he also at a top. This does not mean the market's going to go down. It could keep right on going to 100,000, 200,000, whatever. But I'm just saying that you're at a very risky point right now, and as a trader, you want to be very, very aware of that. And I do know, excuse me, guys, for you that don't know, I've been very sick, and I'm still not recovered. My voice is in and out. I don't know if it'll ever come back completely, but it's here, and I'm going to go for a little while. But anyway, I made the case because I think it's irresponsible for everybody to say, well, it's all going to $1 million. Well, yeah, I think that's true, but it's not because Bitcoin is worth $1 million right now. It's because we've got a real crappy money system, and Bitcoin has it is a new standard of measure because it's an asset that has a fixed amount and can't be created, cannot be inflated. So, but my whole point is as a trader, I'm in this measuring risk all the time. And so my point was very much, I made the case for 40,000, for Bitcoin to go under 40,000. I think it'd be very healthy if it did that. I think for a really good, healthy bull market to go, I'd love to see that, and I think that's what we need for this thing to have a very long, sustained bull market. I shouldn't react that was my bad, but I got a little hater here, macro, not BTC, and he did all these studies of where the market's going, and he went through and has all these people, but this is just worthless, and it's silly. The lowest prediction here, it's going to go to 100,000. There's 140,000. Others going to 1 million. And is it going to 1 million? Yes, I think probably it is eventually. But a lot of good that's going to do if it goes down to 40,000 in the meantime. And you got to remember, there's people in the business, the miners, they've already taken a big hit. For example, let's see, where is the... Okay. We have some miners on our membership, and their mining operation went from making $10,000 a month to $2,000 a month. So even though we're at high prices, they don't consider it really a great time to be hedging, because you're only going to hedge. You're not going to be hedging in any great profits. You will hedge in a profit. But a profit looks really good compared to a loss. And that's what hedging is all about. And so, and what we do, if you look at these markets right now, if you go in and look at these premiums, you'll see that December futures is $72,800. Well, that's $5,000 over the spot right now. So you can sell at a nice premium over the current market. And this is the whole purpose of what hedgers do. Now, as far as, what can happen in here, I think this is kind of a critical day and a critical week. If we hold in here, we're probably going to look pretty good. If we break, let's see, if we break, let's go look at the weekly lows and highs. If you take out, we're going to have a closing week here in a few hours, and if you take out the 2-week low, which is down here about 66.03, well, you're going to have problems in Bitcoin for a while. And, can it go all the way down under 40,000? Well, that's what I see is the worst case scenario for Bitcoin. And that makes a new low for the year. And I think that would be sufficient. So if we take it down here, I think it's below 38,000, that would take, again, guys, this is not a prediction. This is what you do to trade. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Now, the other thing I want to go through is my latest article. I call it Transformational Trading. It's you're going to learn a little bit about my personal history here the last year, why I've been out of it. And I don't need to go into all the details, but I do believe in coaching. I'm getting coached myself now in my personal life. And I have a life coach by the name of Nick Denham, and he's a warrior king. And I'm becoming a warrior king. And I just love these 4 principles. And I think we live by these. I think the world will be a lot better off. And that is, you be real. And that is that you just need to be true to yourself, and you need to be true to others. And you don't need to lie. You don't need to hide your own feelings. And you want to be raw. You want to embrace vulnerability. You want to show your true self without any masks or facades. And, that's hard to do. But that's something that we strive to do as men, as a warrior king men. And we want to be relevant, too. We want to not be living in the past, but we want to address things that are going on now. And we want to prioritize the results. And we want those to rule over our feelings. We want to take ownership out of all the outcomes. And so, I am taking ownership over my current situation. And I think it's a very important thing to do. And these principles did not emerge in a vacuum. Today is Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. So if you want to do a little scripture study, here's where this whole warrior king code came from. And I think it's biblically sound. So that's what I'm incorporating in what I call my boot camp. I'll be old goats boot camp. And it's an advanced equity trading intensive 8-week boot camp. You go through the boot camp, you're going to get my lifetime membership, okay? And so read this article. It's a kind of a fun article. I go through, outline what we're going to do in the boot camp. And then if you want to sign up for it, look, it's not for everybody, okay? You have to have Bitcoin. It's $15,000. I realize that's not cheap. This is not for everybody. But if you've been losing $15,000 every year for the last 5 or 6 years, this is a very small investment because we're going to correct that situation right now. And so if you're interested in this, you just hit this, you book your call. You'll have about a 1 hour Zoom meeting with me because I want to get to know you better. It's not for everybody. If you don't qualify, hey, it doesn't mean that you can't do it later on. But I just don't want anybody coming into this program unless they already have a HODL. And they really want to take advantage of the coaching because it will be intensive. It'll be intense. I already have people going through it, and they're not getting through all the reading materials I've sent them already. So they're behind. But check it out. And if you don't make it, if you wind up not qualifying, you can still go in here and get the equity trading. Where did I get this, Eddie? Where's the equity? Oh, there it is. Not this. You can get the start kit. Just go here and get the start kit, and that's like $300. You can pay us in Bitcoin. We'll send you an invoice, or you can just pay it on Zelle. If you want to pay it on Bitcoin, just send us an email, we'll send you an address, and you can send it that way. You do get a discount if you pay us in Bitcoin. All right, that's all I wanted to cover today. Again, my voice is giving out already. My health is coming back. Hopefully it'll come back a lot more. You can see all the spiff and stuff we have going on here now. Anybody got any questions? I don't see any. Okay. Is that the chat? Okay. All right. So that's it. Again, all right. Take it back. Anything else I want to cover here? No, that's it, guys. We're just sitting here hanging in a short, very tight trading range. We could just hang in here and not break and slowly work our way up. What you need to understand, fellas, is you are at a contango now. And if you check some of my other articles out, I think I can do that. Let's see, if we go here to this one. Okay, let's go to the blogs. And we have all kinds of articles here, but I think we can do a search on hedging your hodl. Let's see if I can do that one. Okay, let's try. We do a search. Can you type it out, hedging your hodl? You got to move it down. Okay. All right. I've written several articles on it, but okay. Oh, this is the one that we're talking about. This is the primary. This is really the good article right here. This is the first one I wrote, but it outlines how a contango is a godsend for miners and a curse for speculators. So right now, the contango is such that it's hampering any upside on Bitcoin, and contango is fundamentally it's not bullish, it's bearish, but it's not way out of line. Just because you have a large contango doesn't mean the contango can't get higher. If they raise interest rates, it'll probably get higher, even higher than it is now. But read this article. You're going to find out it's very important. If the contango and backwardization is not TA. It is a fundamental analysis. And that is one of the fundamentals that, yes, it's fine long-term, a dollar cost average Bitcoin. I'm a believer in Bitcoin. But this is a time where you want to be very cautious, because there is a very distinct possibility that this market could break hard and fast this summer. And nobody's calling for it. I think I'm the only one in the world right now that's warning and putting out this warning. And it's not a prediction, but it is the market is lined up to take a nice dump, and you don't want to have a large speculative position on if that's the case. So just be careful in here. And again, if you want to join us, also we've got these guilds. So I have stopped letting people just join my guild. If you become a member, or even if you buy the equity trading stick, I will allow you to get in our guild, and you can see all my trades. You can see right now I'm short a little bit. I'm short about a little over 1 Bitcoin, and from right about these prices, so it's not doing much. I got a little open position profit from trading it, but I'm down a little bit on the position right now. So, anyway, you want to join the guild? There's a link in this video. And have a peaceful Sunday afternoon, people. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, I just wanted to outline the people think that I made a prediction. It's not a prediction. It's a warning. I don't know if it's going down there. I think there's a very, I'd say there's at least, I think there's at least a 50% chance it'll go down there before it goes to $1 million. So how does that sound? or probably it's 80% chance. I'm not saying it's not going to go up. I'm just saying you've got a lot of problems right now, and we'll find out this next week. I think we're going to find a direction. We'll either hold it here and resume the uptrend, or we're going to probably take this thing down for a few weeks. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we're going to do this more often.